Hello, and today I make from modeling paste flowers with texture. Now this is a small example. In my house I have bigger ones and I had to show you, but to show you the big one will take hours, so only the small one, 30 on 30 centimeters. I use strong canvas and I draw by hand the flowers I want for the demonstration. You can do whatever flowers you want from your imagination or try to do real flowers. I prefer imagining my flowers. Some background color. I don't do it perfect. The reason is I don't want it to look like it came from a factory. I want it to look handmade. I'm using grained modeling paste. You can use whatever modeling paste you want. The only idea is to have texture, so it doesn't matter if it's grained or not. I mix it with the acrylic color. I'm using brushes also because for me I find it at this point easier. These are very, very cheap brushes, a strong cheap brush, and I find it easier to work with a brush than the knife. This of course destroys the brush after 10 or 20 uses. It depends on the brush. You need to throw it away. This is why I'm using a very cheap one. As you can see, I'm piling the color and then I mix it a bit. The idea is to have this texture. I let these areas dry and I move to the next flower. And it's very important to let one area dry before you move to the next color. I'm using the back of the brush because in this big area it is harder to use just a brush and it's easier to use a painting knife or the back of a brush in this case, which is fine for that. I don't know if you can see how does the back of the brush looks. Only when it's dry I can move to the next color, and I'll just let you watch. If there is something to say I will say, but it's mostly watching. The drying time of the color with the modeling paste is at least overnight. The canvas started moving, so I put something underneath for doing the dots, because then it cannot move while doing the dots. The dots will not be okay. Now you can do whatever you want. I love dots, this is why I'm doing it, but you can do with your flower whatever you like. use Sharpie, metallic Sharpie, or whatever way you find easier for you to decorate, or whatever way you think it's easier for you and nicer for you to decorate the flowers. Now at the beginning I started doing some mandalas around the flowers, and I think I chose the wrong color scheme with this orange. It didn't complement, or it was too messy. It didn't work. I didn't like it. I continued coloring the flowers. I thought that will balance everything, but it didn't. I thought it's a big mess, and I decided to change it, which I did. I just decided to color the background again with the modeling paste. At the beginning I put a pile on the mandalas because you need to hide them. I add the silver of the background, and I add some turquoise because one of the flowers had turquoise and I love for turquoise, and I decided to make some more turquoise. Now I start with these two, but later I will move to the brush, and now it looks like it's a difference with the background, but when you work more with the silver, which I will do soon, then there won't be any difference. Especially after you varnish at the end, you don't see any difference when it dries and when you varnish it. I'll let you watch again. Actually, the background was really fun to do, and it took me a lot of time, so I won't show you everything. That's it. Varnish with a UV protected varnish. I use, of course, the shiny one, and as you can see, you cannot see the difference with the color. It's really nice. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your creation, and see you next video.